obedient, as you can see, you can literally see right here, it tells us in this story, he said that he told Abraham, I told your father Abraham, I will make your descendants as numerous as the stars in the skies, right? And so he had asked him to stay away from a specific land and to go to another land, right? And inside of this land, there's a specific verse that I want to get to, which is Genesis chapter 26, verse 12. Listen carefully. And it says, Isaac planted crops in that land, and that same year he reaped 100-fold because the Lord blessed him. The man became rich and wealthy, and he continued to grow until he became very wealthy. What stood out to you when I just read that?
What did he have to do to be able to receive that harvest? I want to see who's paying attention. Put it in the comments. What did Isaac have to do to receive that harvest? Jasmine says so. There's another word that I'm looking for. What did he have to do? Someone said obedience. That was Abraham that had to be obedient. But yes, obedience too.
So he planted. Okay, let me read it again. Isaac planted the crops in that land, and the same year he reaped 100-fold. Some of you are stuck because you're not willing to plant. You're not willing to plant. You're not willing to plant the seeds. You're not willing to put the crops in the land. You're not willing to say, Father, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to plant these seeds and I'm going to work very hard and I'm going to do what it is that you call me to do, and I'm going to do it fearlessly. I'm going to do it effortlessly. I'm not going to worry about what anybody has to say about me. I'm going to do it. Some of you are not doing what the Lord has called you to do because you're scared. You're scared. You're scared people are going to judge you. You're scared that nobody is going to support you. You're literally scared. And so I want this to be your confirmation today that in order for you to reap the harvest, you have to plant the seeds. And planting the seeds comes with faith. It comes with faith. Because some of you plant the seeds, but right after you plant it, you're complaining. You plant the seeds, oh Lord, oh my God, Jesus, my God, Lord. Whew, I just gave my last, Lord. I'm scared, Lord. Lord, I just gave my last. I'm scared. You know, oh my God, I can't do this. Nobody's going to support me in my business. I can't do this. I'm ready to give up. Lord, I'm tired today. Lord, I feel unmotivated. God gives you opportunities
and you're still sitting there like, Lord, is this from you? God, can you give me a sign? And what does the Bible tell us? The Bible tells us that he said the only sign that you will receive will be the sign of Jonah when he was disobedient and the Lord made him go in the belly of a fish for 3 days.
Not one, not two, but 3 days. So are you going to be that person that's going to sit in the belly of a fish because you could not be obedient? Because you're afraid. You're afraid of people judging you. You're afraid of what people are going to think about you. You're afraid to go out online. You think you look silly because you posted about your business for a week and 2 weeks and you're not getting enough likes. You're not getting enough comments. So now you feel like you're not being like, it's like you have this sense of validation. I want to be validated. I want people to see me. I want to reap the harvest right away. It took me 12 years to get where I am today. 12 years. 12 years ago, I started working online. My first business was with Herbalife, and I was with them for 4 years. I was making $10,000 a month, $10,000 a month. And you know what they did? For those of y'all that are new here, they canceled my membership. Yes. They canceled my membership because I broke a rule of not using disclaimers on my before and after, and that I had broke some rules on some captions that I use, whatever. They canceled my membership. They took away my whole business. That was my life. Okay, that was my main stream of income. You know what happened? I lost my condo. I was homeless. Me, my husband, and kids were sleeping on floors because we didn't graduate high school. We don't have a degree. Entrepreneurship has to work for us because we didn't go to school. And some of y'all will say, oh, just go to school and get a regular job. Go to school, get $40,000, $50,000 in debt, go to school for 2 to 4 years just to come out and 9 times out of 10 not even get the job that I went to school for. I'm in crazy amount of debt for a lot of years. Why would I do that? My mother went to school. She has a high school diploma. She has her associate's and bachelor's degree. I love my mother to death. I know she's okay with me saying this. I take care of my mother. My mother never got a job in the profession that she went to school for. I have family members that tell me, girl, I have a master's degree and I don't even make what you make. The glory be to God. I'm not boasting and I'm not coming up against anybody that's going to school. If you're in school, do what the Lord has called you to do. I'm sharing my story. Okay? I'm sharing my story. And so there's people in my family that's not even making as much. So anyways, that goes a little bit off. We started working dead-end jobs again. I had to scrub people's toilets. I had to clean their houses. Y'all, I did not think after being with this company for 4 years, being in a top prestigious level, and I got a powerful word that's brewing in the inside of me because I can hear the Spirit of the Lord talking loud and clear. He's just here right now, and I feel so hot. I know when the Lord is near me because I start to feel hot. It's like I don't know, something just comes on the inside of me where he's just pushing me right now. And so here we are. I'm back working at Walmart. I'm back cleaning people's houses. I would have never thought that after being an entrepreneur that I would be sitting there scrubbing somebody's toilets. I was back scrubbing somebody's toilets. Can y'all believe that? I was literally folding people's drawers. Now, if some of y'all do that on here, listen, God bless you. Seriously, I'm not even trying to be funny because I remember being in that moment and I was so humble. Like, wow, here I am. Literally, y'all, I would work in big houses. I'm talking about big mansion houses for about 4 hours working, 3 to 4 hours working. They would pay me $45. $45. And then you know what they would do? After I would do all of that for $45, I'm talking about I would leave from there with my back hurting, my legs hurting, my husband as well. We would take turns because it was a lot of work cleaning these big houses, but we had to do what we had to do for the money at that time. So we were taking turns and we would both be rubbing each other in the nighttime. Somebody said, Coach Angie, how much is it to get started? I'm going to do a special promotion for you. So if you stay on until the end, I got you. I'm telling you, I'm going to do something special for y'all. Bear with me. I want to share my story first. Then I want to talk about what's in the program because I want you to decide if this is for you. If I just wanted to sell to you, I'm going to say, y'all, go sign up to Kingdom Wealth Academy right now and get started today. No, I'm going to share my story. I'm going to tell you what's in the program. And if this is for you, God will lead you to get started. I'm not in a rush. Y'all in a rush? Anybody? Anybody on here in a rush? Because I'm not. I'm not in a rush. So here we are back working dead-end jobs. I'm sleeping on floors in my mother's house because she had an extra room in her house. Thankfully, she had moved to Florida that year. Look how God works. She had moved to Florida that year because she is originally from New York. I'm originally from New York and I moved to Florida. And so my mom, that year that I was getting evicted, matter of fact, that same month that she moved down, I ended up getting evicted and she had an extra room. It was actually my brother's room. And he was like, sis, if you want, you can go ahead and take my room and I'll just sleep in the living room. And I was like, you sure? And he was like, yeah, I mean, I don't got no bed or nothing in there because we just moved in. But I mean, you can figure out what y'all gonna do. And we were like, thank you. So we were literally on the floor. We had like these really thin mattresses that we got from Walmart. They were like $50, but I say on the floor because we can feel the floor through those thin mattresses. They were very thin. But I thank my mother for opening her doors, and I thank my brother for allowing us to be in his room, right? And so right after we got evicted, my car starts breaking down. I'm literally driving outside. My car is breaking down every single block. I had no license. My license was suspended. I was in crazy debt. And my husband and I worked so hard to get back where we are today. Eventually, the Lord blessed us with a new place. We had found another opportunity at that time that had got us back on track financially, etc. I'm going to now fast forward it to how God works. We have found an opportunity. We started making money. And from there, we just kept jumping from MLM to MLM, from network marketing company to network marketing company, to here, to there, to here, to there. After I left that company that the Lord told me to leave, I ended up going to another company. Guess what the Lord did again? If you were here from the beginning, guess what the Lord did again when I tried to join another network marketing company? Who can tell me what the Lord did? Guess what the Lord did? Somebody, come on. I want to see who's paying attention, who's in the spirit today, okay? Somebody said, told you nope. Somebody said to leave. Somebody said you got fired. Fasting time. He told you to leave. I cannot make this up. I still have the message in my phone. I should have screenshotted it. I should have screenshotted it before I got on here so I could show y'all. He sent me a random woman that had used to work with me a while back to text my phone. And she said, oh man, I got to post it after this because I got to show y'all this is so not a lie. I'm going to post it in my stories right after this. So make sure you go check. He sent me a woman, and I don't quote me word for word, but I'm going to tell you what I remember, and I'm going to post a screenshot, and I'm going to show the date. She said, Angela, God said you keep running from company to company. He did not call you to be inside of companies. He has called you to be a CEO. He has called you to have your own enterprises. And you keep running to these companies that has the same spirit, but it's a different company. Same spirit, but different leadership. It's the same spirit. This was a whole nother prophet that he sent me to text my phone. And she was like, it's the same spirit. The same spirit you got, because that's what happens. When you get to, what does the Bible tell us? The Bible tells us that when one demon flees, 7 will return. And these will be stronger and they will be heavier, right? And so I left, and here comes the enemy trying to pull me back into another company, because in my mind, I can only be successful if I'm in an MLM, because that's what I was used to. That's what I've been doing since 2012, right? And so she was like, God said he called you to be the CEO of enterprises. She was like, you're called to be a business owner, girl. You don't belong in these companies. I don't know who this is for. If this is for you, I just want you to type me real quick. She was like, you are called to have your own. You're called to own stuff, not build somebody else's dream. Build your own dream. And that's why I love Kingdom Wealth Academy. So we're going to get started into what Kingdom Wealth Academy is. So drop a number 1 if you know what master resale rights is. We're going to go ahead and jump right in because I don't want to take up too much of y'all time. And I'm going to do something very special for y'all. Okay? I kept seeing all of these courses that kept talking about master resale rights. Buy this course and you can resell it and earn 100% profits, right? So I started looking around at these different courses and I'm seeing what it has. And I'm like, and I just keep thinking about what the lady said. You're called to be a CEO. You're called to to have your own enterprises, right? So in my mind, I'm like, even though this is not network marketing, because it's not network marketing, it's not MLM, I'm like, Angie, you need to make your own course. You keep falling asleep on your gifts. You're not about to sit here and just take the easy route. You're going to do what the Lord has called you to do. So you know what I did? I sat down and I created a course in January, and it was called Faceless Digital Marketing Course. I made 6 figures in 6 weeks with the course, and that's not included with what